Welcome back, everybody. I figured I'd do individuals now. This is the reassembly and up close look of the Xeltek Superpro 5000. I do my videos in one cut, so if I ramble and babble, it's okay. So we're going to assemble this backwards. We're going to start with the ground driver board. You zoom in so you can see it up close. Got to figure out how to get rid of this glare. There we go, we focused. Not sure why my autofocus don't work when it's this way, but you should be able to see all the chip numbers, I hope. I gotta get this camera positioned better. I actually gotta get it a real camera and pipe it through to a monitor. But YouTube don't make me no money, so I'm not gonna invest anything. So if you guys wanna give a super thanks, I'll invest that into different camera equipment and whatever. But we're going to start with this board right here. You zoom out. Got to do this kind of at an angle here. I'll get this figured out. Okay, so then the next board is the V3. This is the V3 board. I'll zoom in so you can get a good close look at this. I will try to go slow. Okay, so this board goes on top of this. You got the ground board, you got the V3 board. These are not too serviceable, or they're not easily serviced. So those are these two boards there. Next board would be the V31-72, which is right here. Let me zoom in so you can see this. In case somebody needs part numbers. The other side. Okay, and then that board will go on top. We might want to put on a set of standoffs. Yeah, I like the way they did the comb with the 7000. I bet you that made assembly at the factory way simpler. But yeah, I don't know how long this YouTube channel is gonna last. I don't know. I got some stuff coming up. I think you guys might enjoy it. You guys might not. Yeah, the 7000, you can't put it together wrong. This one, these you can, because they all the connectors line up. On the 7000, they're kind of like almost stagger them. So next board is a V1. Yeah, that would be this board right here. Let me zoom in. I should have just done the teardown individually, but I'm on focus. Those little transistors, Qs, the little Y2s, those are what blow up, and these when you goof up and you burn the thing up. And sometimes you'll nix a diode too. But that is the next board. Put some standoffs. Yeah, this is the Superpro 5000. These you can pick up pretty reasonable. I recommend the 5000 over the 5000E. The E has issues that were resolved in the 5000. Mainly the USB chip dying on the 5000E. All of these will need a power supply update. It's just changing one resistor and sometimes a capacitor. I'll show you that in a minute here when we get to the power supply board. Okay, so this board goes right there. Now we're getting to a cake box, or a cake stack. So then the next board would be the V2. That's this board here. Get some pictures of that. Yeah. More standoffs. I got the standoffs and stuff all mixed up, but it don't matter. As long as there's none extra or missing when you're gonna all put back together, you should be fine. That hair off there. Could have been doing this live. Maybe I'll do the next one live. I don't know. Zoom back out so you can see what the hell I'm doing here, right? Yeah, you don't need to wrench these down super tight. They just, that one might have to. And spinning. You want them even, just snug. You don't want them, you don't want one jacked up higher than the other. And these will drop right in nice and smooth. You don't want to bend any of your pins. There are real tiny pins in there. Okay. they go in easy. They don't come apart good or easy. You see when I assembled this thing or disassembled it in my other videos. But I need content, man. So that's why I'm doing this. More standoffs, then an I/O board. That is the V2. Then you have the I/O board. This is the I/O board. We'll zoom in so you can see that. There is the FPGA. And I'll put more standoffs in. Got them on already. I just did that. My mind is not with it. See, I wish Xeltek would support right to repair and provide schematics and everything, but nope, they don't. So I might change the standoffs on this later to brass, because that's what the 6000 series has, but plastic works. So next board is the MPU board. This is the MPU board. I was able to get the chip number from that, just put some alcohol on it so it becomes a lens, and I'll put pictures on the blog of that. And you've got your AE80, which tells it that it's a 5000E in the serial number. That's what's held inside that. So this is just an AC tel FPGA. This, I backed up this 29 LD or LO's 29 L040L. I backed that up. I also backed up U11, so I backed up U7, U11. I'll post pictures on the blog. There's the Atmel if you need to see that. And this is the USB chip that dies. If you have the non-Phillips one, it will die on you. Almost guaranteed it's going to die on you. So every 5000E that I've seen that's had USB issues, it's that USB chip. So We're going to drop this on here. Okay. And I noticed on this board here, the connectors are not flat flex. They're actually wires. So, oh yes, we are one short. It's got to be around here somewhere. That must have been what dropped when it bounced. They put that standoff real close to that resistor there. You know, the PCB designer could have moved it over a little bit, but okay, now the power supply. Didn't see me drop that on there, so now this is the stack we got going. So, power supply. Okay, Xeltek power supplies. If you get a 5000, 5000E, 6000E, 6000, your power supply is going to need serviced. If you want to use adapters that are in current production, you need to change this R6 right there. Change R6. Okay, then you can see on this one here, see C4 there? You can see this one's swelling a little. Yeah, bulging. So C4 goes. Might as well just open right up. So be sure to check that out on the 5000, 6000. I haven't seen it on the 6100 yet, but I've seen it on a 6000E, 5000Es, and 5000s. So be very, very careful with these little tiny pins. Those are very, very fragile. There you go. And I'm missing one of my, is it in another bin here? It must have bounced off. Yeah, it bounced off. So I've got spares somewhere around here. I think I'll switch them from plastic to brass on these ones here. Yes, that's what fell. But other than that, we've got to... Now, these are center negative. So always remember that on these power supplies. If you put a reverse power supply in there, it is going to have some issues. Gonna put the power cable back on. And there we have it. That is one Superpro 5000 reassembled. Well, almost reassembled, but the board stack's reassembled. Again, thanks for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. If you really like this content and you want to support the channel a little bit, you can provide a super thanks. And eBay only pays out when we get $100, so no telling how long it'll take to get the next $100. So we'll catch y'all later.